Hey everyone, Hfmasters here, and today let's talk about Nia. I've been watching Ninjago for a long time, and there has been one thing that has always continued to confuse me. Nia seems to not actually have complete control over her power. Haven't you ever watched a scene of Nia doing something random to use her powers and been confused at why she needs to do that? For example, in the end of Season 8, Nia is in a hallway with Garmadon. Instead of just shooting water, she has to break a sewer pipe and then control the water to attack Garmadon. If this was any other ninja, this would not be necessary. They would simply attack Garmadon with their elemental power, not worrying about needing to have a source of such power. So my question is, why can't Nia use her powers like the rest of the ninja? First, I wanted to confirm that this is in fact only an occurrence with Nia. We clearly know that all the other ninja can easily access their elemental powers, so we're going to have to look into the elemental masters. From what I was able to find, all the elemental masters were able to summon upon their powers in a way Nia simply cannot. Interestingly, there were a couple characters that have weapons that help do this, such as Belobo, the Master of Nature, who has a staff, and Jacob, the Master of Sound, who has a guitar. However, it is safe to assume that they can control their powers without such weapons, as in Belobo's fight against Neuro, he is able to grow a vine without using his staff. In fact, that scene of Belobo creating a vine without his staff is extremely important. Another theory I had was that Nia was simply unable to use her powers like the rest of the ninja, because the other ninja were given their powers through Lloyd's golden power. I thought it was possible that the golden power could have enhanced their powers. This would only work because the golden power was encompassed by only ice, fire, earth, and lightning. However, because we have seen the elemental masters use the powers in similar ways to the original four, we can assume that everyone should have that power. Now let's get into the interesting part of this. We have seen Nia use her powers like the rest of the ninja in Season 6 and 7. Originally, when I discovered this, I thought, case closed, she does have full access to her power. But that has recently changed. In Season 11, Episode 16, Nia states that she is unable to use her powers because the water is frozen. This basically confirms that she doesn't actually have complete access to her powers, at least not anymore. So what has changed? There hasn't been any huge impacts in Nia's character that involves her power, so there is no reason to see her use of them change. It is also impossible to argue that the other ninja can simply use their powers because they are surrounded by them. The best example is Zane. Zane's power is ice, and if he can only use it when surrounded by it, then he can only use his powers in cold weather. If Nia cannot access frozen water, how would Zane be able to access melted ice? You can also argue that Jay shouldn't be able to use his lightning powers. Yes, you can say that there is electricity around the city that would be the source of his powers, except we have seen that Nia's powers are blocked from the littlest things, like a sewer pipe, so Jay's powers should be blocked by wires. I just don't see a reason why Nia needs to be near water to access her powers. Lastly, there is a possibility that the writers have nerfed Nia because her powers would otherwise be too powerful. The problem I have with that possibility is that Nia was able to use her powers in Season 6 and 7 without feeling overpowered. I see no reason that they couldn't have sustained that. However, I suppose it is possible. As much as I would like to finish this video with a reason on why Nia seemingly has less control over her powers than the rest of the ninja, there is simply nothing that explains this. In fact, it seems as if they are open to the idea that Nia simply cannot control her powers in a way that the others can, even though we had once seen her be able to. So, as this video ends, my question remains, why can't Nia use her powers like the rest of the ninja? Thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is Hfmasters saying goodbye.